Hello! Long-term past, I was born a beautiful, bouncing little baby boy with brown hair and brown eyes, and I was probably like a foot long. I don't know how tall babies are when they first come out. Is that common knowledge? I don't know. Don't take my word for it. It's probably not a foot. And then, short-term past, I tried to go out on a run earlier, and I went out there, and then I realized that I wasn't wearing any shoes. So I walked back inside, and I just decided not to go. I mean, I had my shoes, but the moment was gone. The whole running mood was just over, and decided not to. Okay. Hello. I'm going to talk to you about some books that I got in the short-term past as well. And one of them is not from the same trip, so I'll do that first. Okay, this is a Kurt Vonnegut play that I think it was the only... No, I know it was the only play that he ever wrote. It's called... or the only play that they ever got published or, like, was performed. It's called Happy Birthday Wanda June, and it's filled with pictures of him writing and pictures of him with his family, and it's really great because I've actually tried... there's not a lot of pictures of him with his family, especially. I've tried to find that a lot. Like his daughter, I think she's in her 20s, early 20s now, and I have no idea what she looks like, and I'm always really curious. I'm really curious about what she does with her life. I don't know. Imagine if you were Kurt Vonnegut's daughter, it'd just be like, what are you doing with your life? She's probably doing something interesting. I don't know, that's sort of unfair to assume she's doing something interesting. She could be doing something really, really boring and kind of hating her life, and just people assume she's doing something interesting because she's Kurt Vonnegut's daughter, but it's not true. She's her own person. She's independent. Doesn't matter what her last name is. Okay, and this is a short story collection of Dave Edgar's called How We Are Hungry. And I always like Dave Edgar's short stories better than his full books and novels, like better than that memoir, autobiography. I don't know, but he's a better, in my personal opinion, I think he's a better short storyist than full bookist. I'm gonna start everyone with This is The Dark Knight Returns, which is probably, I want to say it's the most famous Batman comic book, but I don't know Batman well enough to make that statement like it's true. But it's a pretty famous Batman comic amongst Batman fans and general comic book fans alike. So, probably be reading that later. And, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close by Jonathan Safran Foer. And it's my favorite book in the entire, it's my favorite novel I've ever read. And the other, like 2 months ago? I keep wanting to say the other day for every time I mention, but about like 2 months ago I went to reread it and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I decided I needed to rebuy it finally. I've looked for it several times, and I'll probably reread it soon. I'll probably reread it before that movie comes out, the movie adaptation comes out, because I just want it fresh in my mind. I have high hopes for that movie. I mean, had mixed feelings about it. I was sort of excited and disappointed at the same time about it. But the trailer that they released really seems like it really seems like they've got the mood of it, the tone. And that's great. Like, I don't mind them changing stories from movies so much. As long as they get sort of the general feel and the general mood of it, it's pretty great. Like, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 is my favorite Harry Potter movie because it encapsulates that mood and that feeling of the beginning of Deathly Hallows the beginning of the Deathly Hallows book. So that's that. Short-term future, I will probably start that Dark Knight book. I will probably, I will start The Dark Knight Returns. I didn't say who that was by. Frank Miller, yeah. That was, I probably got to, yeah, okay, yeah, short-term future. Probably read one of these books. Probably, maybe I'll try to go on that run again. I don't know, probably not. What else might I do? I'll probably edit this video. No, I don't want to edit it. I'll just put it up how it is. Because what is there to edit out? I mean, there was a couple stuff that I was like, ooh, wish I'd said that differently or something, but I want to give you my true self. Like that right there. I wish I hadn't said that. Like, I want to edit that out. But I won't, because I've just made that promise to you. Unless I can do it seamlessly enough that you don't notice. Long-term future, I will age. I will live my life. I wonder how long I'll be alive from now until I die. How much of that long-term future is going to happen. Yeah, eventually I will be an old man if I get to that point. I can guarantee that I'll be alive a minute after this, an hour. I'll give myself an hour. I'll be alive an hour after this video, so that long, oh, this sounds awful.